Man, you straight from the south side. Mike, man. I'm just so happy to be here right now. Real Rap Podcast.
You're building your actual fellowship. It feels weird. Like for some reason, saying fan after Eminem made fan feels like a naughty word. Like you don't you say followers, supporters, or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the genius. One of the most genius things I saw with funny ass Tiara is that she calls her supporters cousins. She's my cousin Tiara.
Yeah.
And so I've been on the road with her a time or two, and there's people out there that's like, oh, what up, cousin? What up, cousin? It's like automatic a family feel and connection to it. So you going live and having people like feel like they're having input on your creative process. That's really building a strong connection with you and your fellowship.
I've been saying flock. Yeah. Coop.
Cooper Flocka.
Yeah. Cooper Flock. Cooper Flock. Yo, what? Cooper Flock. Like what? Cooper Flock.
Hey, my people in the building, let me get a caca.
I got a handful of catchphrases, and besides the scream, I'm really famous for my scream for some reason, which I never thought that would be a thing.
Because you be showcasing animals getting eaten alive. You be making fun of it,
and that's a fun. But see, and that's why I think it's kind of hilarious when you see people like just randomly jump in my comment sections or even my DMs, and they're like, "I don't like the profanity. You can be funny without the profanity." I'm like, if you want cleaner content, there are creators for that. And I'll send them the creator's name. Man, we got Tony Baker out there, and Tony Baker barely cuss, but he still does.
Yeah.
We got Dusty. He's really, 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 really funny. And then, I know I'm forgetting like maybe like two more, but they're really, really. Oh, Rockstar. He's hilarious. He's been around for years. Didn't never say not one cuss word ever, and he's funny. But it's like more of like a. You have to just know his content to find it organically funny because you just know what he's going to give you. But mine, you can just tune in whenever. And it's just funny. Yeah. And I'm like, if a chicken is being hunted down by a hawk, you think he's going to say, oh, darn, he almost killed me? No, he's going to like, fuck!
On my ass!
He on my ass!
I'm still alive!
Taking off.
Mama!
Run, Terrence, run! Oh my God! He on your ass! So I doubt a bird fearing for his life is going to be not using any form of profanity now whatsoever. Even if it doesn't sound like us, I know they cussing out the world because it's survival.
Of course.
It's survival. So
it's boys in the hood.
Yeah, man. Run! Ricky Roster, what you doing?
That's actually pretty dope that you're so successful now that you turning people away. That's real cocky of you. I like that you got to a level of success where you're like, you don't buy.
I don't care. Like I have organic fans that don't mind, and it's. I think those are also people that understand if I don't like it, I could just swipe away. But then they, even in the beginning, they may have been people that didn't like it at first and they swiped away. But I came up so often that they were just like, he's just funny. I can't. I gotta overlook this. I'm like Robot Chicken. Robot Chicken had a highest viewership, but they played it more at night. Just to kind of avoid the kids.
Exactly.
But at the same time, the viewership was high.
Yeah, of course.
So it's like they were still popular and still making money because even though people did not like a lot of the things like Robot Chicken and they felt kind of like weirded out watching it, it still made headlines. Even like Family Guy, South Park, all those kind of like these places were cutthroat. And they was meant to push, and I feel like comedy kind of like died down from the push because we were trying to appease to so many people and what they liked, and I just got to the point where I didn't care. Because even like creators like Rockstar, right? Everyone was commenting his name under my stuff, like y'all should do a collab, y'all need to do a collab because they know he's hilarious at doing it. He's been doing it for years, and they just now watched me, and I've only been doing it for like 2 years, and blew up. I think within my very first year. And now we're coming into my second year, I think. So basically, like a year and a half, I've been doing it, and then I'm already like past 1 million followers. So they're just like, "Hey, y'all need to come together, make some videos together, blah blah blah." He said, "Nah, he cusses." I'm like, "Grow up." Grow up, gang.
Yeah.
I'm also an actor. I'm also a comic. I can adapt. I've done scripts for people where I didn't have to use not one cuss word. There's videos out there where I didn't do not any cuss words. It was just funny. It's just I have so much creative space that I gave myself. I'm cool. Now, maybe in the beginning, I was a bit more cutthroat with the cuss words, so it felt a little less tasteful.
Yeah.
And then I dialed back from that because I became more of a professional in my craft. But what do you expect from somebody who's only been doing it for a year?
Yeah.
And then now I'm evolving into a whole nother year of me, and it becomes a little bit more professional to a sense, but still I do what I like.
And it's the process, and, and I overthink it too sometimes, and I'll be like, ooh, I'll be curating a clip. That's the worst. Is I'll sit there and I'll curate a clip for 90 minutes straight.
Yeah.
And I'll take out any of the cuss words. Mark you when we're recording, I'm being conscious of the cuss words.
Yeah.
I'll take those out. I'll splice in this, that, and a third. Manicure the captions and the whole nine. Throw it out there.
Yeah.
It gets 13.5 views. And then I swipe down one time, and I'm watching a whole murder in Argentina.
Dude got decapitated.
It's 13 million. And I'm like, what?
Got decapitated.
What is happening here? What have I done?
We got so programmed to censor ourselves because we don't want to feel that bad. Ooh, when we watch someone else watch our stuff.
Exactly.
Like even me, when people are like, "Oh, I'm a huge fan," and they're just going to my page, and start swiping and clicking through videos, I'll hear myself on their phone, and I'll hear a part where I'm just like, "Ooh, I shouldn't have said that," because now someone else is in front of me watching me, and I'm forgetting. They're laughing while saying, "I'm a huge fan of yours." And they watch me organically for how long they've been doing it. So I'm just like, I just got to the point of just post. Because worse things on the internet that people just eat up. They just devour it. And it was raw footage.
And there's a mental thing too about how you meet somebody and somebody you already know. Like if it's somebody you already know and you have that picture of you where naturally you're not a big cursor or a screamer, a lot of you. You're an active dude, trust me, I know.
Yeah.
But you're not just like blah 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 and motherfucking dead. So you might be a little sensitive if somebody who already knows you taps into your content.
Yeah.
But somebody is just finding your content organically, they're just coming in fresh and they're like, oh, this dude funny. And they don't even hear the curse words.
They don't, not really. And then a lot of people pointed that out when I went live because they'll see how I do my videos and then they see how I talk to them, the viewer. And I'm like, y'all motherfuckers hear me? Oh, heck yeah, man, I love the fuck out these videos. Like, I'm not that guy. I'm not super hood bound. But then if you look at the page, it seems like it appeals for more so hood bound people.
Yeah.
And honestly, hood-bound people are more simple-minded because they just like. Because think about it, we all grew up at the barbecues, at the barbershops, at birthday parties where everyone's talking shit. Everyone's like, "Oh boy, you ugly," and we always roasting each other, like my cousin Tierra. It's that kind of feel of familiarity, of family and belonging that we just naturally have. Yeah, and I noticed in the beginning, it was a lot of my people following me. And now it's so many white folk that just hit me. Oh man, you brighten my day. Every morning I wake up, I'm cooking breakfast for my wife and kids. Blah blah blah. Yeah. I got you playing, and I'm like, you got me playing? Yeah. And I think about that. Like there's nights where I'm just like, I know I was gonna do 10 videos tonight, but I'm gonna just do probably 3. And then I think about it like, dang, these people tell me they tune into me every morning, like faithfully.
That's wild.
They only get 1 video. They only get 2 videos. When they used to get 10. And I'm like, I'm kind of doing them bogus. In my mind, I'm doing them bogus. But they don't know all the stress I got going on here. But then I think about how easily I can set that stress aside because who knows what they got going on. Sure. And I got plenty of stories of little testimonies being thrown at me from, heck, I would say either like Thailand, Jamaica, Australia, Florida, everywhere. Where they're just like, oh, my wife, one of them, he was like, my wife has stage 3 cancer or something like that. And I go home, take care of our kids, and I'm usually ending my night with her at the hospital. And I'm waking up in the morning before work at the hospital. Like I'm showering there, running over. The kids are old enough to get themselves to school, thankfully. And what we bond over the most while she's laying there in that bed is your videos. Every night. I'm like,
that's fire, man.
I'm like, dang. And then reading that, I'm like, I don't really know what to text you. I don't really know what to say back to you. And then I'm pretty sure he didn't even think I was gonna actually say anything back or even read it.
Yeah.
He just said it just be saying it. And he was like, I'm so glad we have something to bond over during her last days. And I'm just like, dang.
That's crazy.
That's heavy. And
that's super heavy.
And then I'm just like, and here you are, tired.
Right.
And you just like, I ain't gonna do 10 videos, so I'm gonna just do 3. You'd be
Right.
like, dang, bro, like, it's people out there that were just banking on your videos. And then I remember there are nights, so I just didn't post.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, dang.
I heard a quote from Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody asked him essentially like, why do you go so hard every game? And he was like, because every night that I'm out there, it's somebody's first night ever seeing a basketball game or seeing me, or seeing the Bulls or watching the NBA.
Yep.
And I owe it to them. You know, that's how. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, children of all ages, we are back. Another episode of Real Rap Podcast. I have esteemed colleague and internet superstar,
Oh,
Coop,
come on.
Coop 2.0, a.k.a. Mr. Say Less. I call him Mr. Say Less because anytime I used to rock out with this dude back in the day, I'd be like, hey, we should do, he'd be like, say less.
I did. Oh, God. I forgot about that. I said it all the time. I still do.
We was outside about to shoot. We was on our way to shoot a sketch and ended up shooting a sketch before we got to the spot to shoot a sketch because we walked into a chicken spot and you had a whole live chicken.
Yep.
By the way, anybody that knows Coop, you know that if you ever pull up on him, he will have an animal with him.
Where's They're all legal. Thank you, better man.
That's a lie.
Any allegations?
That is untrue. I believe.
Allegedly.
I believe he brought a friend with him today from Venezuela.
Venezuela.
Before all that stuff went
Cayman
down.
Islands, actually. Cayman Islands. Oh no!
Oh my goodness, great. So no, it's fire to see your progression. But then again, like ever since I've known you, you've always been about your hustle. Like it makes sense that you got an animal from the Cayman Islands because you hustle like you from the Jamaican Islands. Like every time I've ever known you, you've always had like 3-4 jobs. Doing this, that, and the third, working with animals. Of course, he's a friend to the podcast. You've been here before.
Yeah.
But as you know, I don't remember what episode we're on. We've already been talking for the last 3.5 hours, so just tap in and stay tuned in, man. But no, so your progression is crazy, and we've already been talking about it a little, but something I am interested on. So right now, your followers, you're in 7-digit followers. You're probably close
7 digits,
billion views, all that other good stuff. How was it? Do you see a change in like your inner circles, like the people who knew you when you were struggling, and not struggling, but before you reached where you're at now to now? Do you feel like some people are just coming around you because you have social media celebrity now?
My circle was always small.
Yeah,
and most of the people that I had in that circle, which is honestly like a straight line or a triangle, if anything, we're talking shapes, they knew for a fact that I was always going to be somebody, and I was going a route they've never seen done before, and they understood. I wouldn't say like they're lame, but they understood I was doing something completely different.
right.
And they just want to support me as much as they can. So when I was going through, like, let's say struggles and things like that, they're just like, I know the only way for me to help you is telling you FedEx is hiring. And I'm just like, yeah, I can't do that. So I normally never really went to them for problems when I was struggling. And I'm not really that close with my family for real. So they didn't know until their people knew that I was who I was. And they're like, isn't that your son? Isn't that your cousin? Blah, blah, blah. Then they were like, oh, snap, that is my cousin. What the heck? Because I never went on my private page and said, go follow me here if you really want to support me. God, I didn't care.
Yeah.
I started a whole new page and just took off from there. 10 videos a day. And my circle really never changed because it wasn't big. So even like people like let's say like comics like you, Ronnie George, and a handful of other comics, I talk to y'all almost like every day because I was working at Riddles.
Yeah.
Or every weekend, I'll say. But I haven't heard from most of y'all. But then if y'all like seen me like out in public or just thought of me, like just this podcast, you thought of me and you just called me. Yeah. I always pick up. Yeah, it's the same energy from when we first met. And it's not like I've seen any comics come around more because of that, or hey, we need to do something. We need to do some skits or something, because I don't even do skits anymore. Yeah, I just do voiceovers.
Well, you found the music that everybody's dancing to, so I don't blame you for keeping the band together.
Oh man, and it's funny because did I tell you how it started?
Please indulge.
Oh, all right. So I'm not gonna drop names, but it was a group of famous, well-known comics, and we were going to come together and film a Christmas skit. And I bought costumes. I bought a Santa Claus costume because we was going to do the next Friday. Next Friday, what was that?
Friday after next.
Friday after next was the Christmas one, right?
Yeah.
Right. So Friday after next, we was going to do that skit of Santa Claus breaking in the house.
Right.
And I was going to play Craig. And I bought everything I needed to buy. I even decorated my house. I don't decorate my house for nothing. All right. Especially a holiday. I'm like, whatever. It's just me here. So I decorated everything. And the only person that showed up was the cameraman. No one else texted me. No one else called me. No one else did anything. And I was like, I called everybody.
I'm putting cases on all you.
I said, all right. All right. This is how it's gonna be, huh? While holding the beard in my head, this is how it's gonna be. I see how y'all gonna do me because I'm not big enough.
Well, ho.
And then my cameraman like, so what you want to do? I was like, you know what, bro? He was like, I think I sat there for like 5 minutes, and I was like, I'm gonna play everybody. He was like, what you mean? I'm like, I'm gonna play everybody. I'm gonna play everybody. We don't need them then. He was like, you sure? I mean, how we gonna get the, I'm like, we gonna cut the angles. We gonna do whatever we do. I'm edit, you edit. I need you to hold the camera. That's it. Right. He said, all right. And we did it. I think that was one of my first videos to hit like 500,000 by itself. And so all of my skits I was writing out after that was just me. Yeah. Me playing everybody. And then I did occasional skits with you, Actrespreneur, things like that. And in the middle, I was like, let me find something I can do to just, I need at least 3 posts a day. So let me just try to do something in the middle, in between me doing skits, because I'm going to burn myself out.
Right.
So then I seen what was it? I seen a video of a pit bull running into a wolf. And it was one of my first videos I threw out there.
Got you.
And
okay.
I was like, oh, that was funny, because I have dogs. So I kind of narrated naturally what I would do for my own dogs and running into a wolf. And then I was like, oh, that was hilarious. I think I laughed for maybe like a good minute and a half. Okay. Before posting it. And then I was like, all right, post. And then I did like 2 more and then went back to doing skits. And I would say in the middle of that month, so I would say 2 weeks of me doing it, like back and forth, that video of the wolf hit like 1.7 million. Oof. And I was like,
I got something.
Huh. Okay, wait. But my logo wasn't on there. So it was just organic. It was just out there in the world. And people were just like, and they were quoting me. So I was like, okay, so they like my voice. All right, that's dope. You know, I can see voice acting for me. That's pretty cool. And then they watched the rest of my stuff, and I realized that they were watching my skits, but not commenting under my skits. Like they just thought, okay, this is what the guy looks like. Cool, whatever. He also a comic. That's nice. He's been on stage. Cool, but
by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not paying attention, pay attention. This is what they call game. Please.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming. But
so they were watching, but they weren't commenting.
They wasn't commenting at all. So I was like, okay. So I didn't take it personal because my page was in motion, period. You feel me? So most people, like, I think I told you this before too. I wanted people to know it was me doing it, like my face. I wanted my face to be public, not just my voice, because I think about famous cartoons all the time, and I don't know what them people look like. I'll be like, oh, that's the dude who plays Mufasa. Okay, cool. And we didn't know what they look like, but we know what they sound like. Yeah. So I didn't want to be that person. Like, we know his voice, but we don't never know his name.
Yeah. Shout out James Earl Jones. Rest in peace.
All right, sir. R.A.P. my guy.
He played everybody's daddy, low key.
Yeah, exactly.
He was Mufasa daddy. He was Luke Skywalker daddy.
It's the voice.
It's the voice. He was the voice for CNN. He used to do This Is CNN. But anyway, go ahead.
Did he?
Yeah.
No way.
He's
But
a dope, got
exactly.
around. Yeah.
Voice, but never the face.
Yeah, I'm just older.
So, yeah.
Everybody's always so quick to co-sign that. Like,
Yeah.
damn, nigga.
I'm sorry.
All right, go ahead. Oh, damn, I'm sorry.
You kind of, you're up there. But you don't never look like it, though. So that's why it surprises us. But at the same time, like, idiot.
Yeah.
I forgot. But, like, man, like, no, my dick. I know. But, you know. But yeah, so I realized they were commenting and only on the animal voiceovers. And then a couple people that will comment on my skit videos with just laughing emojis. And I'm like, okay. So there's no sense in me burning myself out, trying to show my face, angles, doing skits, and way more editing time when literally the animal voiceovers took me, I think that one voiceover took me like 10 minutes. Not even. Just spicing back and forth between lines.
Sure,
and that was it. And then since I'm an improv comic, I didn't really need to write lines. I just go off the cuff and just post. So it was easy to do 10 videos a day because I was just off the cuff with it. I was having a good time, having fun, and that was it. And I would say at like month 2, the second month is when my phone was going nuts. Because again, for 2 months straight, I stopped doing skits and was just doing 10 videos a day. So I would say 2 times 60.
So you started getting
10 times 60.
Compound interest.
Exactly. So then now when that video of the wolf blew up, and I think did another one of 3. I forgot what kind of reptiles they were. They wasn't bearded dragons, but they were eating ants off the stem.
Okay,
and they were eating it before the third one can get. Yeah, they were eating the ants off the stem before the third one can eat it. And he kept looking at them like,
oh yeah,
bro, what the bro?
Right.
And that one got like 2.4 million. So I was like, okay. And then my phone was just going like literally, it's like a glitch. Instagram was blowing up. It was like, and I was like, what's wrong with my phone?
Right.
I turned it off, back on. As soon as I unlocked my phone, I'm like, did somebody hack me?
That's right.
Somebody just hacked me, and now I can't get in my Instagram. That's messed up. But I opened up Instagram. It was like 100 likes, 100 follows, 100 comments, and I was like, no way. No way. So now look at my followers. I went from 9,000. I gained, I would say, 2,000 followers from doing comedy alone. And then once I did voiceovers, I went from 9,000 in 2 months. I went from 12K just in 2 months. And I was like, dang. And then it was going up every day by like the thousands. And every time, even now when Instagram, bogus, by the way, took my last account down.
Whoa.
Yeah, they
Get
took,
into that.
They took my first account down. So I was almost at, I think I was at 487K
Okay.
followers. And that was my very first account since I had it in 2015.
Yeah.
So they told me that I was flagged for impersonating somebody else. And I was like, how am I flagged for impersonating myself?
Right.
But I get it. It's animal voiceover, so it's a lot of different random videos, right? But impersonating myself is kind of weird.
That's weird.
But what I think happened was, some people, they're just like ghost haters. They won't unfollow you.
Right.
They'll just report you because they don't like you. And those people do exist. You know how many times I can call it the hard N-word
Sure.
with the ER just randomly. And then, by the way, I can do this. I found out their whole address and sent it back to them. I'm like, I'm not the guy to do it because I have no reason to, be malicious and hurt you. But don't ever be the reason for someone to want to hurt you.
Right.
You sending me that
IP lookups.
that's not hard. It's not hard. I'm like, this is your address.
Yeah.
Just to be honest, I'm not gonna do nothing with it. But you're that easy to find.
You be seeing those clips of like they'll have the fake call center in whatever country, and then the guy will like reverse hack them and be watching them over the monitor. Like, hey, it's Curtis, right? Of course it is. Curtis, are you in an orange shirt?
Oh God!
And he'd be like, man,
Turn the computer down.
I must get on the
monitor. The monitor.
No shade to whatever fictitious country I could be talking about.
Yeah, no wonder why we all know the accents.
You know who you are.
Come on, man.
Coop is stealing all your animals.
No, I'm not. I give them back. I give them back condoms. I'm giving them really good homes, enclosures and shit.
Who got the same zoo Pablo Escobar had? Like
Oh,
this
no.
ain't even. These
The
animals
hippos.
ain't even indigenous.
They're not at all. Indigenous animals in Chicago is illegal to have, by the way. You cannot have anything that's
Oh
local.
my gosh!
The only
man.
legal animals to own is the ones that are not from here.
Yeah, he got a baby woolly mammoth.
You know what? They just brought those back.
Of course they did. And
With
you
my
on the
help
waiting
alone.
list.
The breeding program is top tier because they're happy and fluffy and ready to go. I call them
Holy moly!
call them Hubab.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they took that page, and I was trying my hardest to get it back, of course.
Yeah.
'Cause it just hit me randomly, like, yeah, your page is deactivated. I'm like, why? What'd I do?
Yeah.
Then they were just like, oh yeah, you're flagged for this. And the way I look at it, it's more like a mob thing. You can't make money on our platform without giving us something. Because I was blowing up like that without even being verified. I didn't buy the check. I was trying, cause I knew people have the blue check mark for free.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
So I'm like, why would I? If I'm blowing up like this, why wouldn't y'all just give it to me? Right? I was waiting for that to happen. I never had a verified.
That used to
blue
be
check
the
mark.
back in the day when the check really, really stood for something. It still
Exact-
stands for something, but
Kind of, but you
sometimes
can buy it now.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I just kind of lost interest.
I'll get a
right?
like from a blue check, and I'm like, ooh, I must be doing something right. 1,000 followers.
Exactly. Well, you're a surfer. Only 2 posts.
Okay.
That's cool, I guess. Right. It's not that special anymore.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, I'm not spending money on something that someone else could just buy with no motion. I got motion on your platform, so it's best that you want me on here, right? So there's steps to get verified for free, but it's just a lot of steps, especially from the content that I'm pushing out. Yeah, it's my voice, but they don't see my face.
Right.
So it's kind of hard for me to say, oh, that's organically me every single time, blah, 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 because they don't see me. So I was like, all right. But see, I was blowing up like that without the blue check mark. So people's already paying me to do their personal animals, like for the birthdays, mother's birthday or Christmas, blah, blah, blah. My animals, they get these wonderful sweaters. I want to know what they would say, but while wearing their sweaters, stuff like that. People, and I think about it like this. What I am doing is normal to me. This is easy and normal to me. Somebody in a cubicle 800,000 miles from here finds me so interesting. They're just in a sense obsessed, and they're just like, I want my cat to sound like him. Right. I will send him cat videos every day, which I get. They just send me their animal videos every day, faithfully, because they're just like, oh, you can use whatever you like. Just, you don't gotta, if you want to. I don't have much money, but I love your work. Blah blah. I'm like, I got you. I like this one, and I'll just do it for them, and I just send them their stuff, and I also post for myself. Sure. And those people were paying me to do their animals, and I'm so happy because it's not like I saved their contact information or anything. It's through the app. So my last client that I was doing a voiceover for, I sent her video before my page went down, literally the day before. So I got the money for it, and then I sent her video. So I'm glad I didn't procrastinate, and I just knocked it out as soon as I got it, and she got her stuff. And after all that, they took it, and they told me it was going to take at least 9 months.
You got like an email or a notification or something like that? Okay.
Yeah. But see, the business email just now got up the more, and that's why I'm not upset that it happened, because I'm quickly gaining all those followers back. And some people are like, man, I've been looking for you for months. Oh my God, where you been? I'm just like, I'm glad I didn't dwell on not having it and just say skip Instagram. I'm not doing it no more. Like, I just, all right, cool. Yeah, right. I can't get mad at a platform that's playing a game that I don't own.
Plus, Coop 2.0 sounds better.
It does. It does. So, and now it's Coop 2.0 Studios, because I have a studio now. Right. And now the official business page is up. So as far as any legal matter of like, if they did try to take it down again, that's the organic business page, and it's titled properly now. So that way you can't say I wasn't using it to make my money and for my business, and now the suing process could be a whole lot worse for the platform.
From my understanding, I didn't know him personally, but from my understanding, DMX had such a strong connection with his dogs because of his upbringing, his lack of parenting, his lack of relationship with parental figures and whatnot, and that drew him very close to you know, it's I think it's a widely known thing, right? And you obviously, like I said before this, you know, I've known you for a while now, but you've always been very connected to animals. You used to, you know, you work with at the dog training facilities, and like I said, anytime I see you, you just pop out like with an animal, like it's your sidekick or something like that. Like, is there like what has caused you to have such a connection with animals?
That's a good question. Well, first, I was a loner as a kid. Didn't talk at all, so people didn't really get to know my personality, and I went off of body language more than anything. And that's the only way animals communicate is body language. They can't speak to us. So most weird people connect easily with children and animals because it's just an innocence there that I can only take you for how you are.
Right.
A person, on the other hand, they can have their own ill agenda when they first meet you. They can shake your hand and say, "Hey, what's up, friend?" And really, they want to shoot you. A dog walking up to you is either they're hungry, scared, or what. But you know off rip that this dog is only coming because it needs something or it would like something. But it's only a few things of what that could be.
Sure.
So it just made life a lot easier to connect with that versus people. Just because one moment they're cool, next moment they're not. It's not like that with a dog, cat, lizard. They are what they are. So my relationship became really, really firm with that in mind. So
was that early? Do you? So I mean that sounds like social anxiety to me, which I definitely suffer from. And you know, I feel way more able to connect with people when I'm performing.
Yeah.
Because there's a purpose. Similar to what you were saying about, like, you know, the dog comes up to you if it's hungry or if it wants companionship or if it's scared or whatever. Like, I know, hey, this room full of people are here because I'm trying to say something funny. In this microphone. Yeah. So I understand all of our relationships. We could do this and I'm comfortable right now. As soon as you turn the microphone off and I'm just in a room full of people, I'm like, oof.
Yeah. I grew up in Chicago. Yeah. And I grew up in a sketchy part of town, so everyone that walked around was not a friend. And I grew up with the whole mindset of every grin is not a friend, and I left it at that. And on top of that,
you wasn't looking to be down with the normal neighborhood activities.
Nah, it would just seem like a waste of time.
Yeah,
really. And then I grew up in a single mother household too, and she was barely home. And I'm the oldest of three, so I was always the responsible one. So anytime it came to the conclusion of you want to go out there and do usual neighborhood activities, I was like, nah, my sister need a bottle in a minute. Like, I gotta go. And my little brothers, they ain't eat today. I gotta pop in a pizza or something like that. So I was never really out there like that. So being a loner was very easy because I was pretty much in the house most of the time. Yeah, we went to the park, but it was more of like how a dad taking their kids to the park.
Sure.
We're playing, but I'm watching my P's and Q's, and that's also another good point of why I like dogs. I know I have backup. You can have a best friend or a brother around that you just hope they have good intentions, but everyone has their own thing going on in their head why they won't do it, why they would do it, you know, if something happens, if they would jump in or they won't jump in. You don't want to be the one that's fighting three and you know you got your brother behind you, but you turn around and that nigga just like, you got it.
Skates.
You got it. Ricky! Where you going? And then now I turn to the people that's about to jump me like, you know what? Because he ran.
So this is a little less fair than it started out.
I can help y'all jump him.
Perhaps we could. I have your answer.
Because of my brother. Wait, let's talk about what happened for real though.
Your brother ran on you.
He ran on me, yo. On for real, like we was in the man. Now we gotta talk about it.
And then don't let me find out a pigeon flew out the tree and pecked all the guys in the head, and you're like, you know what? From here on out,
animals, man. That's it, bro. That's it.
I'm gonna make y'all famous.
Very, very cool, bro. Oh my god, true story. So my brother, I ain't gonna mention his name. So my brother used to be in school, and again, he wanted to be around the usual activities of the world. But the problem was he'll go into school repping every gang there.
That's a problem.
He's like, I'm blah, blah, blah. I'm woo woo today. And I'm like, they gonna catch on.
Yeah.
And nigga, you only got me as backup.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then what's messed up was I was kind of a fat kid, so I can't run. So we talk about fight or flight. I can't fight. So it was just a fight. But see, in my mind, you know, I had the usual, it's two of us versus the world kind of thing. We the older brothers. And he's 1 year younger than me. So I remember book bag full of books. We walking, and then we never took the concrete. I like to kind of stay in the middle of the street. Yeah. If a car come, I just move over to the side only because I didn't really have I knew dogs used to get loose all the time in our neighborhood. Right. So if I'm in the middle of the street, equal opportunity. The dogs, I'm not close to their fence. If it did break out and it was running at me, I had enough time to figure out what I want to do coming in the middle of the street. So I'm walking, book bag full of books. All I hear in the distance is, I'm like, turn around. I hear, run, go. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong? I turn around, it's 6 niggas running up. I was like, they was like, that's your brother? I was like, who? Who my brother? Who my brother? He was like, that one right there. He said he beat it. He said he all this. I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't know he was talking like that. He was like, he said him and his brother gonna beat our ass. And I was like, dang, I thought he was the only child. I know I ain't got no brothers.
All of them are 7.5 feet tall. Who?
Yeah, like
my brother.
Folks. Like
what did you say?
Everybody was bigger than me. I'm like, there's no way we came from the same school. Ain't no way. And I'm like, these got to be cousins.
Y'all in college?
These got to be cousins.
Y'all in military college, right?
Man, border school. Something. So he was like, nah, you his brother. And I was like, dang. So y'all gonna fight me 1-on-1, or you know, I already had no street rules when it came to fighting like this. I'm like, we supposed to be, y'all supposed to be in his ass. I'm supposed to be helping him out while y'all call him. And they like, nah, we gonna just beat your ass, and then he gonna figure it out back home.
Give him this message.
Basically, on some thugs, it was like, yeah, go ahead, you can beat him for us. So I was like,
yeah.
Dang. Yeah. So I threw my book bag off. I was like, all right, cool. So book bag halfway off, swing,
oh my God.
Hit one.
Oh my God.
I hit one dude clean across the chin. All of a sudden, I felt was on the ground, getting stumped. I'm looking for my brother. At this point, I'm not even trying to fight back. I'm just like, where's this nigga? Well, I'm getting my ass beat like this. Where is he? I shit you not. Wait. Yeah. He is at the end of the block going like, get up. Get up. Adrian, you good.
Just don't even say nothing.
I'm like,
you remember the wood when Buddy was on the ground? I was like, man, I like your sister. I think she purty. What?
Bah. And then in my mind, I'm like, just knowing they're fair. This is like, what's 6 times 2? All these feet hitting me at the same time. Yeah. So then I grabbed one of their ankles, twisted it. He's on the ground. Now I'm just like, boom, boom, while still getting stumped out. At least somebody got to go with me, right? Then out of the blue, a dog came. It was a pit bull. Ran, bit one dude in his leg hard. He screamed so loud that everyone just stopped and was like, what the? And they tried to jump the pit bull themselves.
That's crazy.
So then now I'm like, I can help this dog. I can run. And I was like,
and that was the day Coop Ventura was born.
No, for real. So I grabbed my book bag again. Fuck. It's me and this dog beating their ass. God. And they ran simply because of the dog. They weren't scared of me, of course. And then I'm hobbling back, and the dog chased them. So I don't know where that dog went. It was a brown pit bull with a little white on his chest. And I get to him. He's like, you okay? You hurt? I said, boom. Headbutt straight to the nose. He was gushing.
Wow.
And he said, what you do that for? That hurt. I was like,
Yeah. Your friends told me to tell you that.
The message. Delivered. We get home. My mom ain't even there. She ain't gonna be back until like 7 at night. It's like 3. And I'm just like, all right, now I got to kind of be the big brother. So I'm like, come here, let me make sure I didn't break it. Let me just, and he like, you okay though, right? I was like, I'll be all right. And that's it. But that was like a bonding moment for us. And I was like, you can't do that, man. You gotta have to fight. I don't care how scared you is, man. You gotta get, and you only a year younger than me. It's not like I'm too much older than you to handle all that. And I'm short, I'm fat. I'm not, come on now. The fact I got so much blood on me probably was the only airbag I had to protect myself. And he was like, all right, I won't run no more. He ran again. But that wasn't the first time.
We only going in on the one story.
On the one story.
We only going in on the one story.
But after that day, I love the dogs. That was one. And 2, I carried a bat in my book bag. Didn't play baseball. But it had a sock attached to it on the end. So you basically give yourself 2 swings. So when you swing in the first time and they catch it, you can... And now they got the sock, and you still got your bat. Bah, one more time, and then now you got them because their hands is full as far as they're concerned. They surprised you still snatched the bat out their hands. So
that's ill. I never heard of the I heard a lock in the sock. I ain't never heard of a bat in the sock.
Sock, yep.
That's crazy.
Nice
work.
tube sock cover majority of the bat with a rubber band on the end of it, so you can slide it out your book bag and it's gonna still stay on.
It's like KC from the Ninja Turtles.
Basically, man. Yeah. Probably where I got it from. I have to figure it out. They had no knife, no gun.
What was the first? Do you remember the first animal like you really formed like it's me and the squirrel against the world?
Her name was Sasha.
Okay.
And she was a mastiff. She was a pit bull mix. So she was bigger than the average pit bull and just as aggressive, but with more weight. And I was training her first, and she was probably the worst dog I've ever owned. Only because I didn't know nothing.
Sure.
So how did
you come about getting the dog?
Because I was a super quiet kid. My mom wanted me to have something to like.
I got you.
And I didn't like anything. So she was just like, well, he got to bond with something. I think he likes dogs, so she just got me one because someone gave her a free puppy. Okay. And I was like, I don't want it. And she was like, you got to take it out. You got to feed it. I'm like, another reason why I didn't want it.
Right.
And she was like, no, you're going to love it. And then I ended up loving her. And I was like, all right, fine. But then after that, she was a runaway. She was everything. Like, I remember training her outside in front of our house once in front of a bunch of kids. And she was doing good at first. Then the collar popped off. And she was like,
I'm free.
I said, don't do it. She said, I was like, oh, mother. And I just started chasing after her. Somebody let me jump on 8 pegs. We chased her down. I had to tackle her in the middle of a field. It was a lot of stuff that happened with that dog. And honestly, that dog was she was the start of a lot of my dogs I have today. They are really, really well trained. She's like the great grandmother of those dogs.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you ended up breeding?
Oh, yeah. I have my own bloodline. So I've been breeding for 12 years now, and I have her great grandsons and everything like that, and they're still here. They're twice as big as her, but they look just like her.
Got it. Okay. So, and we talked about it for a little bit, but being that you're reaching these plateaus of success in social media and beyond, right? What are some of the key elements? Because for most of the people watching this, a lot of people are like, how do I build my this? How do I, go into business for myself? How do I build up my followers? How do I get people to tune into my stuff? If you could boil it down to like the most important 3 things, most important 5 things, what would you say they are?
First, I would say find your niche. Because if you don't have the right niche, then no one's going to tune in. And the world is very simple, black and white. And then you can add color once you figure out what page you're on, because it's the pages everyone's reading, basically. And like I mentioned earlier, I was doing stand up, I was doing skits, I was doing all that stuff that typically people tune in to watch, but it just wasn't working for me. So maybe it's not that I wasn't funny. Maybe just my version of comedy isn't for people to watch and digest from social media. So then when I found animal voiceovers, that was something easy, quick, and it caught attention very, very fast. And then I found my niche, and I just stuck to it like glue. Okay. And I would say try your best not to reinvent the wheel. Now, the wheel is just circular, right? But there's thousands of different kind of wheels.
Right.
So just figure out which one are you as far as a wheel go, but don't reinvent the shape of a wheel.
Gotcha.
So a lot of people find that a bit hard to do too, because they're just like, oh, I want to do a podcast, but I want to do something different. I want to do this. But I'm like, okay, that's cool, but let's find out what's working first, and then slowly add in what your or organic feeling to this podcast or this animal voiceover, or because I got plenty of people that's just in my comments like, find your own lane. Rockstar's been doing this for years. Geez, I'm like, and you are an accountant.
Wow.
Like, bro, so what lane really can you tell me to be in when you haven't even ventured outside of your office?
Right.
Come on now. And then on top of that, it brought me to you. You watched the video from beginning to end.
How do you deal with the negative comments?
I don't even read them. I don't even read them half the time. And if I do read them, I notice negativity grab your attention more than positivity.
Of course.
And it makes you want to say something back. And then when you see something like, oh, I'm such a huge fan of your video, blah, 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 it makes you go, oh, thank you. And then you close your phone.
Sure, right.
So
I'm sure you've built up like armor to it now, but was there a time where those negative comments might have affected you more?
It was one video, and that was when I was showing my organic face a lot. I always had a insecurity when it came to like my nose, because I wanted to get like a skin clearing treatment or something like that. But since I'm a guy, and then I also grew up in a single mother household and she was barely there, I didn't really know nothing about skin care.
Sure.
You just washed their face and walked off with like tap water. But a lot of people was commenting on my nose, and I was like, huh. Okay. But I think it's also coming from a life of just, it was a bunch of negativity. There wasn't much positivity, and I always stayed optimistic. And that's one thing a lot of people will say about me. The people that actually know me is I was always optimistic. No matter what, like you said, I was like, say less.
Mr. Say less.
And that's it.
Say less.
Let's go. What's up? I mean, it is what it is, because whether it's good or bad, I can't go no further because I was already at the bottom. There's only one direction to go, and that's up. So I just led with that mentality, and then that's just how it's been. And I don't give myself much negotiation time. Like, all right, well, but then again, this is this. I mean, in the dead of winter, keep in mind I have reptiles. Lights went out. Didn't have enough. So I was like, dang, it's about 10 degrees outside. These guys can be under 70. Temperatures dropping real fast in this house. We got carpet, so that's cool. We can hold the heat in there. Well, what can I do? Didn't have no water either at that time too. Again, house by myself. So I ended up going and building a radiator out of clay pots, candles, and tinfoil. And I even got my base from pies. So pie crust, I just popped the crust out and I had a base.
That's crazy.
And I ended up making 8 for that room. Me, 2 dogs, and all the reptiles slept in that one room, and it became like the warmest spot in the house. And I was able to hold it at a 72 degrees.
Wow.
Because I built those.
Wow.
And just a lighter. So it just became me being so optimistic. It's kind of hard to let any kind of negative comments come my way. And then I end up getting the lights on within, I think a week. Yeah. Because, again, hustles and things like that. The money just came.
Determination goes a long way. And not to assume, right? Everybody goes through their ups and downs. And just because somebody has a smile on their face or they tell jokes or, they walk around and they're beaming doesn't mean that on the inside they're not going through turmoil or whatever, right? And I think right now, as a matter of fact, a content creator, Kai Cenat. Yeah. Which on the outside looking in, you're like, oh, buddy, you make a few million a month. You basically sit on the camera all day with your closest friends. Right. Having a ball. You're young as hell. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're winning awards. And then, come to find out, and I'm not going to dive too much into his business, but come to find out things might not be going the best. And on the inside, he might be feeling the opposite of what we perceive them to be.
Of course, yeah.
Right? And it doesn't take much. You see somebody with 1 million followers. Mark, I know you. I don't know how you live, your lifestyle, your whatever. I know other people in our space that have million, this, that, and the third followers. And it's like you just assume your reflexes to be like, oh nigga, you rich, you got it.
Yeah,
You this, you that.
Yeah.
You boo 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 boo. I've had times where I would be, I'm doing this or that, and people will come up to me like, nigga, you got it. I saw you doing woo 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 woo
on this show. Opening up for this.
I'm still figuring it out. But I do decent, but it's not like
it ain't that.
But when you go through those struggles, how hard is it to maintain? All right, I'm putting out my videos. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm outside. I'm doing meet and greets. I'm doing it, and then inside you might be going through it, and you got to keep that smile on your face.
It's most definitely not easy.
Yeah,
and I would say fame at a young age kind of changes you as an individual, but it doesn't change your age.
That's tough. That's bars.
So I've only experienced so much.
Yeah.
So then now, the things you experienced, you were in your 20s.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say no one knew you, but you weren't famous. So you was able to go through those in solitude. So same thing with the whole Kai Cenat thing.
Yeah.
He was cheated on, wherever the situation was.
Sure.
How many girls we've been cheated on with? You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
and then we were going through it by ourselves. Yeah. And then you probably told
even
our
your
best
fist
friend.
fight story, it wasn't on camera. Any of my fist fights wasn't on camera.
Exactly.
And
my nose ain't broken. I'm still looking crude.
Yeah, right.
Broody and shit. But we went through them at the time we were supposed to go through them. And I feel like there are anchors in a man's anchors in a man's life, or like checkpoints that we all hit. It should just make us that ultimate man by maybe 40 or 50.
Sure.
And then we're just like, okay, you could be that man for your next kids or for your sons or whatever. So then when they go through, you be like, yeah, honestly. That's why if you go to a grown man and say, man, I was cheated on, they be like, yep. It happens, bro. It happens. And they just real nonchalant about it because that don't hurt them no more.
Yeah.
Because it happens so often. So then now us watching Kai Cenat go through it, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to take a break off of streaming, and I'm going to focus more on my clothing line. You see in those comments, guys saying, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Why aren't you streaming? I don't care. And then you're like, dang, I would hope to see more support from men, about him going through that. But then again, we all been cheated on.
Yeah.
So it's like, he's just young being cheated on. So of course he's not going to go out there, have that smile on his face and try to play, because again, he has the money to stop. He has the connects to stop. And he has every reason to not keep going.
Yeah.
And it'd be okay. His life doesn't change personally. Yeah. Even his fame doesn't change because he's still young. But imagine if it was like a 35, 40-year-old with that level of fame there. Ain't nothing you can tell him to make him stop, for real.
No, yeah.
Oh, a girl cheated on me with another celebrity? Pfft, whatever. Kim Kardashian just hit me.
Yeah.
Or Megan Good just hit me. Megan Good is married now to Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Well, you had mentioned, don't reinvent the wheel. The wheel's a circle. Life is cyclical. And the first time you go through certain experiences, the weight of it is super heavy.
Yes.
And then, as you live life, sometimes certain scenarios can play out multiple times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And by the time you go through something twice, 3, multiple times, you just see you're like, oh, I've been through this process.
Right. I've been through the story before.
I know the stages I'm going through.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
And then you realize it lasts not as long as it did the first time.
Yeah.
It gets easier and easier and easier to just leave.
Yeah.
And then you find more comfort in your solitude. Yeah. And he's probably at that phase. He's like,
just figuring it out.
My friends are still streaming. That's cool, but we can hang out outside of the camera. But I like being by myself now, and being by myself makes me feel more comfortable, and I don't need to show the world what I'm doing every day.
Plus that Truman Show lifestyle that he has. Please take your time off.
Yeah, please.
Don't be on the screen nonstop all the time. You got Buddy Speed. He flying around a different country every full moon.
Yep.
He over somewhere and he's high powered every single time you see him on this. Every moment he's on my phone, he's high powered.
He's like 20.
Something ridiculous.
He's about that young, and he came from a space where even his own mother didn't believe in him, and she kicked him out because he was streaming. Told him to quit that, get a real job, and he just went full throttle. So again, it's one of those. Why would I stop?
Yeah,
it's almost like one of those kids is running around.
Both of them are ecosystems now.
Yeah.
There's 200 people, let alone advertisers, riding their back like a rented donkey.
Yeah,
going man. What do you mean day off? Yeah, come on.
Yep.
We're going to New Zealand. Yeah.
And see, that's one thing about me. I want to make sure I don't do. And a few companies have reached out to me and told me they want to buy my platform. They want to. They'll give me this much money, blah blah, to promote their stuff, but it has to be like this, and I easily turn it down.
Sure.
Because I don't want to ever take the creativity out of my stuff. People come here for me, and they come for my energy, almost like a Dave Chappelle thing,
sure,
Cat Williams thing. I hold all the power right now, and I'm gonna keep it that way.
Yeah.
And I was talking to another animal voiceover guy, or just a voiceover guy in general. I don't think he sticks to animals, but he was like, "Man, you don't like ever like think maybe I should cut back on this and kind of like jump onto those because that's where the money is." I'm like, either way it go, popularity is gonna follow. It follows me. I look at platforms like a blank garden, and if you want my seed there, it's gonna grow and flourish in that garden, and it's up to me if I want to put it here, because I'm bringing it.
Right.
No matter what platform I'm on, I'm bringing it. I'm bringing the heat, and y'all can either acknowledge that or not.
Right.
It's whatever. And those people, those brands, those everything are gonna come no matter what you're doing. Look at Jackass.
Oh yeah.
They were literally like almost beheading themselves.
Sure.
on camera.
Everybody watched. Everybody watched it.
And because they were doing so good at it, brands threw money at them anyway.
Yeah.
They was like, yeah, jump over a pool of crocodiles, please. And again, cussing the whole way.
Sure.
So I'm like, come on now. Why would I change up for anyone?
Speaking of not changing up, you brought a special guest with you. Before we start winding down, would you like to take a moment and introduce your guest?
Okay.
Can we bring?
You made so many jokes on the way in here.
Can we bring the guest up? Can we bring? Yo, I feel like a for real like late night talk show host. This is crazy. This is what you see David Letterman, Johnny Carson, and them do. This is a very special episode, man. Big shout out and R.I.P. to Steve Irwin, Crocodile Hunter. May you rest in peace. You was a real one.
Absolutely. And his son.
Oh my goodness.
We're keeping a legacy going.
Oh my goodness. Now, by the way, what Argentinian endangered species did you bring into my house?
Not even endangered. Maybe endangered from poultry, but not endangered. It's a sugar glider.
What never before seen Galapagos Island mammal? What marsupial did you bring?
She is a marsupial though. That's great. She has a pouch.
What pouched animal did you?
It's a sugar glider. I call her sugar.
If that thing gets loose in here, it'll multiply if you pour water on it.
Take it out the box because she is fast. She's a fast squirrel, and she glides with style like Buzz Lightyear.
Oh my!
She doesn't really fly, but it's a sugar glider. I call her Sugar. She's actually going to an exotic pet store after this.
That's crazy.
I have 4 of them. I have 1 male, 3 females. A nice guy gave them to me before he moved. Yeah. And anytime they have babies, it's a exotic pet store. They just reached out to me and said, "Hey, anytime they have babies, let us know. We'll take them."
That's crazy.
So buy them off me. Last time I gave that pet store 6 of them.
What?
Yeah.
How many babies does Sugar and them have at a time?
They only have twins, so 2.
Oh, no kidding.
2 Joeys at a time, and then they could also be pregnant while holding a Joey's in their pouch.
Yeah.
So they could be pregnant, growing babies while still nursing babies in their pouch.
So when did you go? When did you go from dogs to New Zealand's national animal?
They always relocated with you. The next time you say something, you're gonna say Florida.
When did you go from pit bulls animals in Chicago to Aboriginal pets.
Well, me being a vet tech, you run into
That's a crazy looking animal.
It
man.
is like a Pokemon, isn't it?
Got a prehensile tail. I knew that.
I know, right? Oh, I love it. But being a vet tech, I specialize in exotics.
Yeah.
Exotic animals. And you run into a lot of people that just did not know what they were doing with the animals that they have.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, most people, when they see an issue going on with their snake, with their turtle, with their giant lizard, whatever, they almost say, I don't have the budget to actually get it healthy again.
Right.
I don't know what happened. I don't know how to adjust my environment. You can give me all the advice in the world. You can give me a pamphlet or book.
Yeah.
It's not a dog. It's not a cat. It's not that simple for me. So they're just like, if you want it, I'll give it to you. And I was like, all right. And it was just really easy. It's almost like a reverse engineering thing when it came to me.
Yeah.
It's certain animals I've never had before. But then I'm just like, you know what?
Nobody's ever had that as an animal.
A lot of people.
Nobody has that as a pet.
lot of people.
Never not one. I met 2 people in my life that had a ferret. Nobody's ever had
a flying squirrel.
a flying squirrel.
You should have
is
saw my
crazy.
face when a dude offered him to me. He was like, "Hey man, I'm moving, and where they are, where I'm moving to, they don't allow it in that state. So I have 4. I have 1 male and 3 females. If you want, I'll give them to you. I can't sell them to you because the black market sales, blah, 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 blah."
Oh, my
so I was
gosh.
like, okay, so why me? He was like, because you're an exotic animal guy.
Oh,
And
my
I
gosh.
trust you more than anything because I just saw your animals and everybody was nice and healthy. They were moving. They were happy, blah, blah, blah. It's like almost like Ace Ventura. Ever seen Ace Ventura's house?
Coop Ventura. That's what I
basically,
did.
yeah.
That's how you wake up in the morning.
AC
8
Ventura.
pets just wake you up. I saw Pedro was in a red truck, the block up the street. Red pickup like Chevy S10, beat up all to hell, and he had on my life it had to have been a toddler tiger sitting next to him, and I mean the beat up truck that you just expect to see at whatever department store.
Oh yeah,
and he was just riding by, just looking like Pedro. Nothing special.
Nothing
Did not
special
look like
about
a
it.
person that owns a baby tiger.
But they have them.
They have them in Chicago. I said, what?
You know what was so funny? When you get in different categories of animals, the people there are completely different too. I believe you get from normal to delusional to just sketchy as you go up the chart.
Course.
So I'm a part of the dog community heavy. I've been part of the dog community forever. Those people are just dog people. You either get pet homes or full-fledged trainers,
sure,
or those like huge dog activists, blah 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 blah. And then you get to cat people. They're just weird. they're just weird, and they have like 20 of them.
Yeah.
Or the people who have like just 2. Their life revolves around their cats. They pick them up, they hold them like babies. Blah blah blah. Right. Then you get to bird people. Bird people are almost like the pigeon people to me. Sure, out on the street, they're almost going to their birds all the time. I know, baby. Relax.
It makes noises.
It does. I scared her.
It's
Natural predators to these guys.
Sugar is
birds.
marking her territory, and she wins
because natural. What just happened was naturally their predators to them is like birds. So when I did the I would wave my hand above her, so she thought it was something attacking her.
Wow.
Because I had her too low.
Sense.
That's why I'm holding her high, so that way she's level with us, and I can't do
you.
anything to freak her out. Because obviously with those big eyeballs, she's looking dead at me. But yeah, so bird people. Weird. Just weird. Then you get into reptile people. Those are more chill, laid back, but they're not really that social. Yeah. Because again, you don't gotta walk a snake.
They go to raves, do ecstasy.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't do it. But I don't. On the record. But they're real chill, laid back, and they're really cool people just to get to know because they have social anxiety half the time. They don't talk to many people. And then we go to reptile rooms, it's nice and warm, moist, and it's like it's very, very warm feeling. Yeah. Like they want to be cozy, and that's it. Then you get up there again. You got the monkey community. Apes.
Crazy.
Dude, the amount of money that's put into having one is insane. But the way that people
rip your face off.
And they have them. Like the way people will have like 12 cats, 8 dogs, they'll have like 4 monkeys. And then the amount of money that goes into having them. They almost like Michael Jackson with Bubbles. Yeah. Or Bobo. What was the name?
Bubbles.
Bubbles, yeah. Same thing. They're real cool with they monkeys, but then they look at you like,
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, did you legally have the monkey?
I don't run up on people with their wiener dog, man. Like,
Yeah, like a
animals
whole
are territorial.
A whole eight?
Yeah, no.
No. And then you get into the big cat community. Like Joe Exotic, things like that.
Yeah.
They are just insane. Like, we talked about the cat people.
Yeah.
And then now we're at big cats.
Yeah.
So imagine that, but 2 times worse.
Yeah.
And they have an animal that can literally kill you.
Yeah.
So it's just like, they're just like, oh.
3 people own big cats. The Mike Tyson type, the Joe Exotic type, and the dude that sent that Cuban hit squad to go kill Tony Montana.
And none of them were sane. None of them were sane. None of them.
All crazy as shit.
There's an emu community. There's a bunch of different kind of people you just don't want to tangle with.
Oh,
and they walk around with machetes all day. And I don't understand why. Why is that weapon of choice? Yeah. But I would love an emu.
Yeah.
And then again, horse community, blah, blah, blah. And those people they have huge egos.
Bank accounts, I thought you were going to say.
Man, no. They pretty much dumping money into their animals. And then it's almost like you don't really know what you can accomplish or what your bank account can reach until you have something that's worth that much to take care of it. It's like having kids. Like, before you have kids, you're like, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. That's fine. I'm comfortable. And as soon as you have kids, you're making more, but more is leaving your account. But imagine if you had that drive before you even had the kids.
Right.
And that's where I'm at. I don't have the kids, but I have all the animals. And most of my animals I got for free because they were either sick or someone just, heck.
Now you have overhead.
A couple. Yeah. And a lot of people, like one lady, she bought a $1,500 snake for her boyfriend, and they ended up breaking up, and she left the snake over at her grandparents' house, and they've been just feeding it every week, but wasn't feeding the right amount of food. And then the grandparents came to my clinic, and they were just like, do you want it? We'll give it to y'all. It's not sick or nothing. We just don't want it. And I was like, let me look at it. I'm looking at it. I'm like, that's a $1,500 snake. I'm like, where y'all get it from? Well, my granddaughter grabbed it from an expo, and I don't know how much she paid for it, but whatever. So I was like, all right, I'll take it. Gave it to me, and I took a picture of it, sent it to a couple of my reptile guys, and they was like, don't tell me you found that outside. I was like, nah, someone just gave it to me. They was like, they just gave you that snake? And I'm just like, what's so special about it? 'Cause I'm not in the breeding community, but they knew exactly what it was right away, and it was a very, very expensive snake. And I just got it for free because I was in the right place at the right time. So,
do any of your animals get loose?
It was one time I was on a date. Okay, I'm gonna sit you down for this one.
Yeah.
But we sitting there on the couch watching the movie. I have like a home movie theater thing going on with surround sound. So then I think I was watching a scary movie, right? And in the corner of my eye, I saw something move on the floor, and I was like, no. No, because to the left is my hallway where the reptile room is at the end of the hallway. So I know I had that door kind of cracked because it gets kind of hot in there. So I was just like, I'm tweaking. And I know we don't watch scary movies. So I'm just like, I know she's deathly afraid of everything that slither or everything in that room. She didn't want to go in that room. And I'm sitting there watching the movie. I don't watch scary movies at all. And then all of a sudden, in the corner of my eye again, I see underneath the couch. And I was like, no. And then my black sense is tingling, but I know I can't freak out because then I lose out my date. So I was like, all right, cool. So then I look down and I see up my leg, and I was like, Arrow, how are you, buddy? And I literally scoop him up, and he wraps his whole body around my arm, and he's about here now. And I'm just like, I'll be right back. And I just get up,
you
go
just
to the
kept
room.
It quiet.
I was cool, and then
a whole boa python cobra was crawling up during the scary movie.
He was a boa. He was thick. He was maybe like that thick. Yeah. And I walked up, looked at his cage, the roof, the lid to the cage, and it was like bent open. And I was like, bent open? Yeah. I was like, how do you do that shit? I'm like, something man fell on top of it, and it bent. He just pried out of it. And majority of a boa's body is all muscle. Yeah, you'll feel the difference immediately. That's why people get strangled and choked out by them so easily, because it's almost like a bicep, but the whole body is a bicep. Right. And I put him up, bent it back, clipped it down. He was all good. He didn't give me no fight, really. I'm glad he knew me, and he was cool with me, and he didn't go underneath the couch to get to her leg. That'd have been a whole nother story.
Of course it would have.
And then I didn't tell her till like maybe 2 days after. The date went exactly how it was gonna go. And 2 days afterwards, I was like, remember that night?
By the way,
remember that night we was watching this
you
movie?
almost died.
She was like, "You're lying." I'm like, "No, I'm so serious. I'm so serious." She's like, "No, you're."
Yeah.
So there was a loose snake near me. You didn't say that. I'm like, "No, why would I?" Because you panicked. You panicked.
Yeah.
And she just like, no. And I think on me, that was probably the only animal that ever got loose on me. Then that could honestly cause a lot of panic.
For sure.
And then I would think it was one of my really, really aggressive guard dogs got loose, but she was pregnant at the time and she pushed out the AC unit and she was just running the mailman and all the kids away from my house. And then when I pulled, oh no, she was the second one that got loose. The first one, I love telling this story, but I'll tell you that in a second. But when I got home that day, she was standing on top of my truck that I had parked in the driveway, just sitting up there, like the guard of the house, like a gargoyle going like this. And I was like, "Are you out your mind?" She was like, climbed down, jumped right back through the window, and she couldn't get in trouble because she was pregnant, belly huge. So I was like, "Dang it, dog!" And then my house was like a wreck. And the story I love telling so much was my male Sanichi. He was Sasha's son, so direct son. I trained him up. I gave him the 9, so he was so well trained. I had him in a kennel outside in the backyard. So apparently next door to me, it was a domestic. So basically, she got a restraining order against her husband or something like that. So he couldn't come back to the house or whatever. But he surprised the daughter and her, kicked down the door.
Okay.
And basically was almost like, I don't know, almost about to abuse them inside the house. And she was like trying to call police, and of course he wouldn't let her. He kept slapping the phone out of her hand, whatever the situation was. Sanichi heard the commotion, jumped out of his kennel. So he broke the roof of it, jumped out, landed in their backyard, ran up the porch steps into the house, attacked him. And then they were panicking because they didn't know what this giant dog came from. So almost the same way that Pitbull saved me, he did that for somebody else.
Wow.
And the man ran into one room. The woman and her kid ran to the other room, and he was just patrolling their kitchen. And she got the chance to call the police. SWAT team came. Everybody came because they heard this dude who had a warrant and all this other stuff was there. Finally, they got him, and he was going down. He was a really dangerous guy, apparently.
Yeah.
And then they heard dog was on premises too, so they didn't know if it was his dog or what.
Right.
So then now, team goes back to, I guess, go figure out, assess the situation, whatever. They get up the stairs into the kitchen. Sneechy's there. He ran at them. They shot at the floor, missed. I think one of the members or the officers got hit by his own bullet because they missed the dog.
Right.
Or something like that happened. And all of a sudden I'm working security, and I was working maybe like, I think 18 minutes away. My neighbor called across the street. He was like, "Get here right now. Your dog is loose. It's SWAT team here, and just get here." I was like, "At my house?
Yeah.
The SWAT team? What happened?" And he hung up. I was like, "Oh,
that's wild."
So then I rushed there. I turned an 18-minute drive into maybe like 9.
Yeah.
I just drove like I had sirens on my car.
Yeah.
I pull up. I see it's a giant truck in the grass. I see it's so many officers, but they're all pointed and angled to my neighbor's house, not mine.
And he hops out the car like, "Coop Ventura, pet detective."
Basically, I was like, "Who's in charge? Who's in charge?" Because again, I also worked for the police department in Matton for a little bit, and I was like, "All right, who's in charge here? What's going on?" They was like, "Who are you?" I'm like, "I'm the owner of the dog."
Yeah.
And then they was like, "That's your dog. Get in there, and get your dog right now." And that's the only one I'm gonna give you. And I was like, "Where is he?" He was like, "It's in the backyard." I'm like, "Okay, backyard." So then now I run back there with the leash and everything on my chest, all training equipment, and then I see blood going up the stairs, and I'm like, "They shot my dog. They shot my. Oh my god, they shot my dog." And I'm walking up the porch, made that right turn to look in the kitchen, and I see so much blood all over the floor, and I'm like, "What happened?" I'm looking for him now. I'm like, "What?"
Right.
I call him. I'm like, "Neech, report," and he pops his head out the hole. I'm like, "Dude," and he's like, "Oh, hey, Dad, what you mean? What you mean? Hey, it's this dude in the door. I got him. You want to get him? I got him." And I was like, "You're gonna get me arrested. Something's about to happen to you. Come here. I'll check his body. He's fine." And then I'm walking with him. We get out to the front. All we hear is I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. I got him. He said, get them the fuck out the way. And I said, car. He dips off, jumps in my window, and just pokes his head out like, we good? We're good? And I'm like, and then they just say, go. And so they go in, they grab him. His leg is all messed up from the bite. And I'm talking to the chief or whoever the heck was running it. And he was like, no, you're all good. Don't worry about charges. It's fine. Just you trained your dog yourself? I was like, yeah. He said, that's a good dog. He saved the woman today. And I was like, oh.
Yes.
So we're not in trouble. It was like, yeah, no, give him the biggest steak you can because he saved her life.
Hell yeah.
And then that was one of my favorite stories of an animal that got loose on me.
Fire story, man. Do me a favor. I could talk forever, man, but we already closed, so we go chop it up. And I truly appreciate you giving the game Hellified Stories, bringing your friend along. And not that you need any assistance, but please tell the folks where they can find you. Your channel is blowing up, and then also a little bit more about your studio that's coming up.
The studio is actually running now. I'm doing live recordings on all streaming platforms, more so Kick, then Kick, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, things like that.
And it's a private studio, or are you running it?
Private.
Okay.
Private. So it's just me.
Okay.
Y'all can't come. But you can find me at Coop 2.0 studios on Instagram, and every other platform possible is Coop 2.0.
Hell yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike Knight, Real Rap Podcast. You already know what time it is, man. Make sure, like I said, this is the epitome of hustle. Ever since I've known this guy, anytime, every time he picks up the phone, he's down for whatever, and he always supports his peoples, always has a smile on his face, and he's blowing up the way he should be, the way you should be. If you paid attention to this episode, he gave you all the keys to the car to get to the end of the road to your destination, which is success. Wish it on all of y'all. Wish it on my guy, Coop. Real Rap Podcast, Coop 2.0. Like, share, subscribe. Love you guys. Peace.
Peace.
Hell yeah.